with Kohberger appearing in Latah County Court, we now have court documents giving us a new timeline of the students' murders and how DNA evidence was used to track down the suspect. KREM 2's Channing Curtis and Tim Pham joining us now with a breakdown of the 18-page affidavit.
Now, Laura, that's right. We've actually been reading over this document since it was first released just before 9 this morning. So it's a lot to break down.
Yeah, we broke it to you here on Up with KREM. So let's start things off by taking a look at a new timeline that investigators laid out in this affidavit. We know now that the murders happened on the early morning hours of November 13th, but now we're getting a more detailed look at what investigators believe actually played out. The new details lead investigators to believe the deaths happened anywhere between 4 and 4:25 a.m. Here's what happened starting at 4 a.m. according to the affidavit. Police say Xana Kernodle received a DoorDash order at the house at around 4 a.m. Cell phone data also shows that she was likely awake and using the TikTok app at 4:12 a.m. A surviving roommate who lived in the house, referred to as DM in the court documents we have here, told police something woke her up at around 4 a.m. but thought it sounded like Consalves playing with her dog in one of the upstairs bedrooms. At 4:17 a.m., a security camera in the area picked up distorted audio of what sounded like voices or a whimper, followed by a loud thud. Then, at 4:20 a.m., a vehicle matching the description of the white Hyundai Elantra was spotted in the area speeding away. A vehicle matching that same description was seen again just before 5:30 a.m. on cameras all the way in Pullman, Washington. Now, that same surviving roommate that I just told you about gives police a chilling account of what happened that early morning in this affidavit.
And it's absolutely terrifying. This roommate's bedroom was right by Xana Kernodle's, and she told investigators that she heard several things throughout those early morning hours. Now, the affidavit says that this roommate told investigators sometime after 4 a.m. she thought she heard crying coming from Xana's room and heard a male voice say something like, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." Then that same roommate says they opened their door for a third time that morning and saw a figure clad in black clothing and a mask that covered the person's mouth and nose walking towards her. She says the male walked past her as she stood in a frozen shock phase. She says the male walked past her toward the back sliding glass door. She then locked herself in her room. Now, that roommate also told investigators that she did not recognize the person, but she did give them a detailed description of what they looked like.
And that description, along with cell phone records around the area and area surveillance cameras and a DNA match, all led police to arresting Bryan Kohberger.